we're going to do is, just so you know, we're going to work on one foot first. And you're going to roll forwards and back. As you roll forwards and back, you're also going to roll kind of sideways as well. So it's working your way from one side of your foot to the other. Great. Same foot. Keep the ball under the ball of your foot and then twist the front of your foot from side to side. So your big toe goes down, then your little toe goes down. And you're aiming to keep your heel on the floor and twist just through the front of your foot. So you can imagine that your heel bone's going in the opposite direction, like wringing out a cloth. Oh. Need to do this one.
It's very nice.
Yes, good. And it's nice to do with a slight split stance with that foot slightly forwards. Great. And then put it underneath your heel and do the same thing.
This keep for your children to do.
Yes, definitely. Keep your toes on the floor and twist your heel. So your heel is going like this over a little arc. Arc movement. And it'll still do it even when you're not looking at it.
Sorry.
All right, and then with your feet parallel, bring the ball to just in front of your heel. So it's the same foot still, and it's just where your heel meets your arch. And you're going to press down and get a little bit taller. And release. Your knee might not be straight, don't worry about that. But just think about going up rather than swaying. The other foot stays anchored to the floor. You're not swaying, you're not hip shifting. It's just your foot being strong. And when your foot is strong, it sends a lift up into your pelvic floor. If you tend to hyperextend your knees, can you have that in your consciousness now? Estelle, Elaine. Sorry. You know. Alright, well done. Last thing, step the other foot back again and you're going to pick the ball up with your toes.
Alright, are we?
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
It's good to do this, but...
So, for Christmas, ask Stephen for some toe socks. That would help you. So even just wearing toe socks can help you to find more space and mobility.
Took me
and then straight, yeah. You forget, don't you? Because it's part of the course now. It's natural. All right. When we do the picking up of the ball, even if you're not able to pick it up, you're really trying. You're doing it as if, yeah, I could really do this, because you will get there. And also, even just in the effort, well, it's not Eileen, that's great. Even just in the effort of trying, it's activating those deep intrinsic muscles of the feet, which are also then wakening up your pelvic floor. So stand on both feet, hip socket width apart again. And compare. Close your eyes and compare. Feel how your feet feel different, and not only that, how does everything feel different from one side of your body to the other? Maybe you feel your leg more in the hip socket on that side. Perhaps there's a lift in your pelvic diaphragm on that side. Maybe your abdomen feels different. Shoulders, head, neck, whatever there is, it's true for you. And then open your eyes. Does anybody want to share anything they notice different from one to the other?
My foot felt flatter on the floor.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. It actually looks flatter on the floor.
Because it is. We've released the tension in your feet. We've mobilized your feet. And then we can have better balance. We can have more movement. So if you do this squat movement that we did before, can you observe any difference in the squat one side to the other? Yeah. Far easier on that side.
Yes.
Remember what we said about your pelvic floor. It was your question. When you squat, your pelvic floor should lengthen at least 3 times its resting length. And now on that side that you've done, it is doing that. It is lengthening more. Shall we do the other side so we're not lopsided? So you've got the ball underneath your foot and you're rolling forwards and back, and at the same time working your way across your foot. As you're rolling, observe the standing leg for a moment. So just like feel it, notice it. A little bit of effort maybe in the standing leg for you to balance on it, which is very important for your gait. We're going to go ahead and have it underneath the ball of your foot, and you're twisting from one side to the other. Little toe down, big toe down, little toe down, big toe down. Keep your heel quiet. This is where you're thinking about wringing out a cloth. That's it. Great, same thing underneath your heel. So you bring it underneath your heel and you twist it side to side. Keeping your toes as quiet as you can. And maybe you notice a difference from one side to the other. I feel like so different on this side. This is the one I always sprained it across there when I was 8 months pregnant. Fell in the, it was this time of year, it was right before, because the little dip was full of leaves and I didn't see it was a dip. That was that. So you feel the history of the life you've lived is in your body. Or the life you're living as a dentist, because it's interesting. And then bring it so that your feet are parallel and the ball is just in front of your heel, and you go down and up, down and up. And remember, those of you that hyperextend, which means you just over straighten your knees. You don't actually have to straighten your leg. What you need to do is get the uplift. Crown of your head goes up. Inner thigh goes up. You're breathing, aren't you? All right, then grabbing with your toes. So picking up the ball. Remember, it's in the effort. Whether you do it or not, it's in the effort. And be curious about whether you've been able to do it on one side and not the other. What does that mean? What does it tell you? Does it relate to things that you felt earlier? Does it relate to what you know about your pelvic floor? Is there scar tissue on that side? Is there some reason? All right. And then again,